Hey everybody, all right, it's Friday, it's 9 a.m. Eastern time. That means we've got another great edition of At Home. I'll be your host for the next hour. I got great stuff in this show. I've got stuff you haven't seen in so long. I'm so excited that the wagon is here. This is the Fieldsmith folding wagon. This thing is amazing. The price is even better. You don't want to haul your stuff all over the place. You want to be able to take your toys and all your various groceries, things like that. The whole thing folds up. It's absolutely amazing. We also have incredible solar lights, which are coming up. And by the way, best configuration of lights, because not only do we give you regular solar lights to light up the landscaping, we give you spotlights to go along with that. I got spray and grow. I'm so happy about that. I also got the most amazing pressure washer. And then in our 101 segment, we're gonna spend the evening under the stars with ideas for your family outdoor movie night. We got all that and so much more coming up on At Home. We're gonna start you off with solar lights, everybody. And if you're gonna be entertaining, there is no better way to light up your property than with an amazing set. What I love about our solar lights is these are not the same lights that you see in the home stores that are the cheapo versions that, you know, they sell them to you for you know, $3 a piece, $4 a piece. You get a 5-pack for $30 or $40. They're plastic material. They're gonna last you one season. These are very, very high end. They come to us from Fieldsmith. They're a huge customer pick on hsn.com. We're taking $20 off today. Reduce the shipping down to $5, and it's only $21.99 to get them home. So what's so wonderful about having a solar set of lights, first of all, is it's none of the effort or the work of having to install wired lights. You don't have to worry about timers. You don't have to worry about digging a trench. You don't have to worry about plugging anything in. You don't have to worry about paying the energy bill that goes along with it, because the sun pays for these when they charge up during the day. With that big solar panel, they charge up, and then you're good to go. They're easy to put together. You put them together, each one in about 2 minutes, and then all you do, if you watch the lovely Angela, stick them in the ground, and you've got instant curb appeal. My very good friend Peter Kilcullen is here. Pete, it's Friday, it's you and me. I'm excited. You're gonna take care of that lovely bride of yours for Mother's Day, right?
Yes.
You better, Pete.
Of course.
I know you gotta. You know, it'd be nice, get him a set of spotlights. You know,
well,
obviously
we have a lot of these solar lights.
I know you do at the house. Maybe you don't
Yes.
get them for your wife, but you could get them for yourself, even if you want to get them as a gift for yourself. We love ours, because ours are not like the cheapo ones you see out
Not
there,
at
right?
all. I mean, we've had such amazing quality. We've had these lights for many years now, and the quality has been outstanding. And that's what everyone talks about. If you can have great quality and you can have great performance in a solar light, you're not gonna have to ever think about getting those professionally installed lights that are really expensive and they're really difficult to do when you have the wires and any of the timer and the transformer that goes in the garage maybe. This is so simple, but what you will get, that you get from those professionally installed lights, is a great looking light that will transform your landscaping. Now this set, Guy, you mentioned it, is the best set that we've ever had, meaning a complete set. We give you, you know, we laughed about this last time, that there's a lot of math involved now here as we talk about this, because we're giving you 8 of the pathway lights. They have 4 different display options. We have 7 different lighting options, and then we give you 2 spotlights, and they each have 2 lighting options as well. So there's a lot of numbers in here just to make this the complete set. You can get this home. You can change your outside. Look at this, during the day. They look great during the day.
Because they're real glass and they reflect the sun, they're pretty.
When you see them then, at night when they light up, it is amazing. You're gonna be able to completely lightscape, let's call it that. There's the uplighting with the spotlights.
The palm tree.
It's so nice. You're gonna love this set.
All right, so here's what I'll tell you. We just got these reordered in. We're doing an introductory price on them. They come with a remote control, which allows you to access the different functions Peter was just talking to you about. It's so great. And look at the spotlights. You can put them, you can put them as far away from your house as you want. Why? They don't need any electricity. They don't need a cord. You don't plug them in. You stick them in the ground. When you want to change the color, you take your remote control and you change them from blue to green to red to purple to whatever. Or then if you just like that beautiful soft white light, you have that. Look at the before and after of this property.
That's incredible.
And you know, here's one of the reasons I got them. We talk about the beauty of them and all that stuff, but I got them because I love the feeling of pulling into a house, especially a dark house, that's lit up. You go to a neighborhood and you'll notice which houses are all in dark, and you're like, if you're a bad guy, that's where you're going to break into a house. You're not going to go to a house that's all lit up. Not only that, you go on vacation, all the lights are out. but your solar lights are all on and your house is lit up. It looks like somebody is there. So I go for the ease of putting them in, the quality of them, and the security that they provide. But they're also very entertaining, Pete.
Exactly. Well, yeah, 100%.
Watch.
Check this out. This is the newest.
Oh my gosh.
The newest of the different color options. This is our color flickering. And this might not be something you use every day, but just, again, maybe for Mother's Day, you want to have a little
Easter,
party, you want to get excited.
Christmas, right?
Christmas, exactly. But I'm going through all those colors with that remote control, from the white, and we can go to the warm white. Which one am I forgetting? Let me get that one over there. The warm white, we have that. And then we have the color stop technology. If I want to do all red, we can do that. If I want to do all blue, we can do that as well. But how about this? You know what? Let's do a little bit of the, I'll do some red down here. I've done it. Red, white, and blue. So there's your 4th of July decorated. Look at that. I mean, just in seconds. I mean, we can do all green.
St. Patty's Day.
How about that slow dissolve, that color changing that we began 10 years ago, where it just slowly dissolves through all those colors. It's a great look. And I think you were talking about security, but I think all of us, and I know you can remember the last time you went outside your house at night, and maybe you're thinking, oh, I've got to walk around into the backyard along the side of the house, and it's always so dark. What if you could just place a couple of lights down that pathway without having to worry about the cords and the electricity? How am I going to put it all in there? And you could have a little bit of light in all those areas. It'll look great. You'll feel great about it. And even you were talking about security again. When you come back to your house, it's not just to keep the bad guys away, but don't you feel better if you can get out of your car in the driveway and there's lights leading you up to the house, and then you have a spotlight near the front door if you want it. It is such a great feeling. It's so easy for you to do this. So imagine the difference it would be when you walk into the home like we were just seeing there, and it's all lit up.
It's the most affordable way to change the entire look of your property. You don't have to paint anything. You don't have to get on a ladder. You don't have to build anything. You simply light the existing canvas that you already have out there from all the hard work. It makes your landscaping look good. It makes your house look good. If you're trying to sell a house, I will guarantee if you had a realtor come to your house and he wanted to sell it and there was no lights in the front, he'd be like, we need to light the property up because people are going to want to come at night and look at it.
Sure.
And you spend $100 and you completely change the look of that house. As far as what you do when you get them, well, let me give you color choices. I don't even know we've done that. You decide what color you want. So they come in stainless, which I love. The stainless is one of my favorites. You know, if you're on the fence about color, stainless is great.
We always do the stainless.
It's very reflective. It's pretty. This is gold. And you can see the color of gold.
That's the bronze.
This is bronze. Yeah, thanks, Paul. This is the bronze. It does look gold. It's like a golden, it has more of a golden color, I think, than bronze. But anyway, this is the large panel right here. And see this little finial on top, kind of little acorn thing. It's cute. This absorbs all the light during the day. That's what gives you the great sun. It comes in black. And then this is the...
That's the gold.
This is the gold color.
Yes.
So the gold looks more like brown, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a new neutral. I would say bronze has always been our real neutral, but that gold now is...
What I also love about these, thanks to my friend Peter, who used to mock me because I had a wired light, and the only problem was that the plug was around the side of the house, so I had to run the wire over the sidewalk.
Yeah,
and
right
I was
over the
trying
sidewalk.
to bury the wire into the crack in the sidewalk, and he was like, what are you doing?
Because it wasn't in the crack of the sidewalk.
It's not buried, somebody's gonna trip. Anyway, with wired lights, you have limitations. First of all, you can only run them near an outlet.
Yeah.
You're paying for that, obviously, because you have to worry about that. You have to set a timer, and for a senior citizen like ourselves, imagine us with...
Did you say ourselves?
Yeah, you too. All right, you're not wearing glasses yet, but you will. So when you ever try to see that little pin? There's a little like pin thing, you got to put it in a dial, and I'm like, what happens at daylight savings? I got to go back and I got to change that. If the power goes out, this is the biggest one. If the power goes out, what happens to your wired solar or your wired landscape lights? They go out too. These will never go out, even in a power failure.
Exactly. And I mean, they really hit all the buttons. When you think about solar lights, I've been asked these same questions all the time. Are they bright? We're going to show you in a second the starburst design that you get from this. Then, will they stay on a long time? Imagine 8 hours every single night these solar lights are going to run. So this isn't something when the sun goes down, they come on and they run for an hour. 8 hours, and then are they going to last? And Guy mentioned this earlier. If you bought solar lights in the past and you had them on or you had them for one season, well, not anymore. You are going to have these year after year,
look at the
season
colors
after season. So that's our starburst design over here, and I think that camera's having a hard time seeing it because it's a little bit brighter in person. But when I put it down on the ground right there, you can see how amazing that starburst is. And then you see it in all the different colors. You can see it in the color changing and the color flickering. And again, you haven't done anything. Look at that. All I've done is put that right down on the table. You can put it on the steps. You can put it in the corners of your brick patio or your wooden deck, and it changes it so beautifully. You'll be able to hang these from a fishing line or from a small chain. We also include, Guy, a mounting bracket for the top of your fence post.
Awesome.
And when
so
you
I could
see
put them
that,
on top of that too. So you've got no limitations whatsoever with these. They're easy to put up. We're going to give you that. Basically, it's a 10-pack for $109 because you get the 2 spotlights. We haven't even talked about how the spotlights are more powerful. They have a larger solar panel, which gives them much more bright light. You don't need bright light for your landscape, but you need that bright light for solar light. And there it is right there. Pete's going to take over. He's going to meet me back outside a little bit later. We've got our pressure washer. I'm going to run out. But Pete, when people get these, they're pretty easy to put together too, right?
Exactly. Honestly, you're probably going to have more of a struggle, just getting them out of the packaging than you will putting them together. And then when you put them out in the yard, you're going to have these amazing results that very first day. But think about this. If you don't like where you put them or the way they look, you can move them around. There's no rules. If you want to put, 50 feet in between each one of these lights, you can do it. If you want to put just a couple of feet, you can do that too. I wanted to show you the mounting bracket that we give you for the top of your fence post. So in the backyard, you have these posts in between the panels. All you do with a single screw that comes with it, and there's that bracket right there, and then you take the post off of the light, and the light fits right up on there. Now, it's secure on there, but you're able to take that off if you need to. So think about that, where you can enjoy these lights on a fence post. It's amazing, and it's a great look. I think you're really going to enjoy that. So you can use them as our normal path lights right there. You can use them hanging from the finial. You can use them without the post. You can put them on the fence post. So 7 different color options, 4 different display options. You are going to love these lights.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Discover the newest way to create a style all your own. The HSN Style Edit, a curated look at the season's best, most original finds for every part of your life. We decode the trends, share tips and how-tos, and give you the inspiration you need to style it your way. It's the joy of the hunt and the thrill of the find. Your unique style is here. Discover it now, exclusively at hsn.com.
Outside on a beautiful day. Happy Mother's Day weekend, everybody. We're going to start early because your moms are worth it. You need a whole weekend to enjoy. And boy, do we have some special stuff for you coming up in the show. If you want to get yourself something, we'll get it on Mother's Day, but you'll get it probably next week. So if you're looking for gifts for yourself, great time to do it. This Field Smith wagon, I can't remember the last time I even presented it. It's my favorite wagon. It is amazing. You love the art of folding like origami. You're going to absolutely love this. It comes completely put together when you get it in the box. Our price today is ridiculous for the quality of the wagon that we offer. It's $79.95 on FlexPay. They put the reduced shipping of $5. Let me tell you, you need to haul groceries from your car inside. You got beach stuff for your kids. You got toys, gardening equipment, supplies. It could be mulch. It could be anything you need to transport from one place to another. This Field Smith wagon will do it. My good friend Lou Caputo is here. And look, Lou actually has the wagon in his hand.
Have wagon, will travel.
20 pounds?
But 22 pounds.
What?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
22 pounds holds up to 150 pounds.
Crazy.
And I want you to look at how compact this is. It's just about 8 inches wide when it's folded down.
Right. So throw in the trunk of the car,
Yeah,
right?
trunk of the car. You slide it between things in the closet.
Yeah.
And it comes with the cover. So you've got this nice cover that sits on there, keeps everything together, so it's not going to fall open.
Right.
Now, let me show you how this works, though. This is what the neatest thing about this is. And by the way, do you remember the old origami wagon we sold here?
Yeah.
That's this.
Same
okay?
thing.
Made for Fieldsmith. Made for Fieldsmith. Watch this. I'm going to take that cover off, throw that away over there, and all you've got to do is undo the hook and loop fasteners on the top like that, pull the top open, and just do that. Done.
That is so
done.
awesome.
If you want to close it, watch this. There's a little toggle inside here. I'm going to grab with my finger and just pull it up like that.
Oh my God.
That's the whole thing. That's the magic. Now, let me give you a little tour of the features here. It's just about 3 feet wide this way, about 21 inches that way, okay? When you look at this, first of all, I want you to notice the wheels. The front wheels are what we call articulated wheels, which means they swivel 360 degrees around, okay? This will turn on its own axis. Do you see this?
Yeah,
so you don't need to worry about working with this in tight spots. This frame on this is all powder-coated steel. The whole frame is powder-coated steel. Even on the bottom here, you can see how strong that is, okay? The handle is adjustable. It attaches to the front when you're not using it. When you want to use it, though, you just pull it out, and you can lock it
like your luggage.
into different positions.
Perfect.
Anywhere you want. Look at that.
And then it
how
snaps
easy.
in.
Yeah.
So easy to articulate, easy to move
great?
around. Before we get to show you everything it can do, should we go through the colors?
Let's go through the colors.
Why don't we do that, Lou?
Okay, the one that I'm demonstrating with, as you can see, is the black. Okay, so I'm going to slide this one back over here. Going down the line, we've got it in a great shade of green. Love the green. We've got flamingo. We've never had patterns on this before.
Pink
the flamingo is awesome.
Adorable.
I love that. We got the classic red wagon. Then we've got a blue, and we got a beautiful pink all the way down here on the end.
You know what's nice is when people buy these, they buy them for several reasons. I got mine initially for beach stuff.
Sure.
When Danny was little. You know, for beach toys and stuff like that. But then what happens is you start to use it for other things. You start to use it for gardening. You start to say, oh my gosh, you know, this would be great to haul a bag of groceries.
Shopping trips, you know.
This would be, hey, listen, you know, I'm not telling you what to do right now, but we used to actually, we threw Danny in it and went for Halloween. And we hauled them all over on Halloween.
Oh my God, all the candy.
Well, you know what's good about this too is unlike the old red wagon, there's no sharp corners, nothing that will rust on you.
It's not heavy.
It's not heavy. And the wagon took up a lot of space.
Well, and
it doesn't fold.
Well, remember this about the red wagons. The lip on those was only about this deep, okay? Ours is over 20 inches deep, so you've got a lot of room. Let's take a look at some of the ideas, okay? So springtime, right? Everybody's out there. We're working in our yards. We're starting to do our gardening. Look at this right here. There's 2 full bags of mulch inside of this, okay? You've got these pockets on the front right here, these mesh pockets, where you could put water bottles, or in this case, we've got our shears in here. We've got a pair of gloves in there. You can load this thing up. And remember, it holds up to 150 pounds. But here's the crazy thing. I'm going to pull the handle out, adjust it to my height. Now watch this. Watch how easy it is, even with all the mulch in here, for me to roll this. And I'm going to tell you something.
You got to probably have 60 or 70 pounds worth of stuff in there.
Each one of those bags is like over 30 pounds. So easily. So we've got a lot of weight in there. When I'm done with it, just put that handle back, and then we're going to fold it up and put it away. And that's the thing. Like, I live in a small 1950s bungalow, okay? I got a 1-car garage. I don't have room for a full-size wagon, but I got room for this. And we use it more often than I ever thought I would. Now, here's a great one. I love this one. Let me pull this out and adjust it again. Now, take a look at this. If you are doing a tailgate party, or you just like have to haul stuff to the backyard for a gathering or something, look at this. We got 2 coolers in here, full of ice, all kinds of beverages, snacks. I mean, this is going to become your new best friend when it comes to hauling things for parties or, you know, whatever events you're having.
And you do it in style as well. It's not this industrial-looking thing. They make them great. We get people. We have the extra large wheels, so if you do want to take it to the campground or take it to the beach, I mean, how do you get your stuff from point A to point B? If you're one of those people that hauls your stuff, like we have a tourist place here. It's a nice state park called Fort DeSoto. And a lot of people go there and they bring cooler after cooler, and they have to make trips back and forth. The reason they bring so many dang kids there is because you need that many to haul all the crap from the Carrie Mobley knows. She's got like how many kids? You got 4, 5, 6 kids. She's got a lot of kids. So you use they're like soldiers. Or you can use this. And you can save yourself time. I think
look at this for like if you have kids in sports. This is great for hauling all the stuff to the games.
Peter Kilcone, how many baseball games did you go to with your folding wagon?
That's right.
For poor Harry, right? With all your equipment.
I think everybody standing here has actually sold this at one point.
Every single one of us. I know we all have one. I don't know. You want to know?
Everybody has
you know
one.
What's funny? It's one of my most requested. Would you get me that?
Exactly.
And
Me too.
I mean, every one of my brothers. Hey, you got to get me one of those. You got to get me one of those.
And the look I get from people when I take it out of the back of my truck and I pop it open, they're like, "What?" It's like a magic trick when you see it. I'll show you that again in a second. Look at this right here. For the big box stores, guys, do yourselves a favor. The one thing they don't give you at the big box stores, boxes. They don't give you boxes. But when you go there, this is the best way to haul everything back to your vehicle. Look how easy this is. And remember, those articulated wheels in the front make it really easy to navigate with this. Look how simple that is for me to do.
Also, it's weatherproof as well, so you take it out in the rain, it's not going to hurt it.
Yeah.
It's powder-coated steel. When you want to clean it, like I said, if you have your kids' stuff in there or they're in there, whatever you're doing, you're having fun in it. If you're hauling mulch and it gets dirty, just rinse it off with the hose and let it dry naturally outside. When you order this and you get it delivered, you just realistically, you take it out of the box and you open it up. Lou will show you that again.
Absolutely.
This gives you an idea of the amount. Now, if you're having a little beach day, remember, you can fold it up. It only takes up a little bit of room. Then you open it.
Actually, you know what? Grab that one for me, because I want to show everybody that. Because here's the thing. Like, this is what I actually use this most commonly for. Well, that and like hauling stuff around the yard. But watch this, okay? I'm going to fold this one down just so you can see. So this is this, okay? This is the same thing. This wagon is this wagon. You're going to fold it up like this to transport. You're going to pop it open. It's going to look like that. But this is what we most commonly use it for. And that's one of the biggest questions people ask me is, can I use it on the beach?
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now, I use this all the time on the beach to put our chairs in it, our umbrellas, our coolers, everything we're hauling down there. And I don't worry about it because it's powder-coated steel in the frame, which means it's going to be corrosion resistant. So you're totally safe with that. Look at this in the yard.
It's ideal. All right, I want you to look at this. And this is important because one of the heaviest things you'll ever carry around when you're having fun, entertaining, going to the beach, the park, is ice. And you put ice in a cooler, right?
Which is heavy.
Have you ever tried to carry a chest full of ice any longer than 10 feet. Those are really, really heavy and they're very awkward. And it's one of the worst ways to throw out your back. Take your cooler and put it inside of one of these and then fill it with ice. And now you can move it if it's on a deck or if it's on a patio. A lot of people put these, they keep these right on the pool deck and they keep their pool toys in there so they can move them in and out. If you are a gardener, a landscaper, look at the amount of stuff you got in there.
Absolutely. I mean, look at everything you put in. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I have abused mine. I've had mine for maybe 7 years now, okay? And I have put pavers in it. I've put bags of mulch. I've put river rock in it. I mean, because that's the kind of stuff that I do around the house. And I use big things.
It's a wheelbarrow for you.
It's a wheelbarrow for me. But then on the other side, because remember, 150-pound capacity. But the other side of the coin is when we go to the beach, we use it there. We go to the big box stores, we use it there. It's just whatever you want to do. It's like all origami products. You're only limited by your imagination. And they make this for Fieldstream, which is amazing.
All the colors available. We have it in that pink, that beautiful turquoise color, red, pink flamingo with the black body. We have it in green. And then we also have it in black. Black is the most popular. It also has, just so you know, the entire thing has a padded design too.
Yes.
The base is padded, the walls are padded too, so you don't have to worry about hurting or scratching anything in there.
Look at the bottom of this, okay? And listen to that, because it's not a flimsy bottom. Notice that there is a support behind that. So when you put heavy things in here, it's not going to sag. You're not going to see the fabric dragging. There's a nice bit of support underneath this. And then when I pull that up like that, look how easy it is to hang. And by the way, you can hang this on the wall in your garage. You don't have to like put it on the ground, although it is only about 8 inches wide. Not a lot of space there.
Well, and if you live in a climate where it gets cold and snowy and stuff like that, if you want to put it away, we use it for storage. When I'm not using it, it actually sits in the shed and it's full of stuff.
Right.
And you can put gardening stuff, things like that. A lot of people, Lou, one of the reasons they buy it is they like to transport groceries. And you can even bring this into the store rather than using the carriage they give you.
Absolutely.
You can use this as your carriage.
Look at that.
Yeah, and you know where this one's been, too. You don't know where they've been. But you can actually, what's nice is you can wheel it. Once they fill it, you can wheel it right back out to your car. And because it only weighs about 20 pounds, you put the groceries in the car. Right. And you just lift the wagon, you put it right in.
Yeah, it's very, very easy. And because it's so lightweight, too, this is the part that blows people's minds. Being only about 22 pounds or so, very easy to lift, put it in the trunk of the car, put it in the back of the SUV, whatever you need. Yeah. When you get to where you're going, you pop it open that quickly, and now you got 150-pound weight capacity inside of this. You know, about 3 feet this way, right around 21 inches going across like that, and nice and deep. It's also just as deep here. It's about 20 inches deep, so you've got a lot of capacity on this.
Holds a lot of weight. It's extra large. Like we said, your kids will love it. They can haul their toys around. Even, here's another good thing, too. If you just want to leave it in their room and put their toys in there.
Yeah, why not?
To store it, it's great for that, too.
Once you buy it, it's yours. You can do what you want.
All right, it's only $20 on FlexPay. Lou, thanks so much.
You're welcome,
Great
guys.
job.
My pleasure. Thanks,
I want to remind you, also available, we have our Earthwise 2-in-1 convertible pole saw. This is the pole saw that I own. I bought mine 3 years ago. Still working fine. Love it, love it, love it. It empowers you to be able to do a lot of the cleanup work in your yard yourself. There's no gas. There's no oil to put in here. You put a little bit of oil on the chain, the bar and chain. That's it. But there's no combustion engine. It's on and off electric. It's easy to use. It has a great extension so that you can get into the hard to reach areas. Instant on, instant off. It doesn't idle. It only weighs about 12 pounds. And I am telling you, it's amazing. It converts from a pull saw into a hand chainsaw with the click of a button. I use mine. Probably the most used power tool I have in my house. And if you've never owned a chainsaw, you can do it. If you want to get it for even lower price, if you spend $99 or more, which includes that pull saw, you'll get another $20 off, making that $89, which is a steal. I think, what is it? Does that say free shipping too, Paul? I can't read it from here. Yes, for the pull saw. It is free shipping too, so take advantage of that right out of the gate. All right. I would love to hear your testimonials. If you own Spray and Grow, this is what we call magic in a bottle. This is our liquid micronutrient complex. We have a couple different sizes for you. If you've never tried it before, you can go for the $19 size. This will transform anyone's garden. You know, you spend a lot of time trying to get that thing to come to life. You spend a lot of effort. How about this? And we guarantee this. Bigger, giant blossoms, amazing fruits, vegetables, higher sugar content, bigger, sweeter, juicier, more vibrant colors, bottom of the bottle, guarantee. It is non-toxic, it is safe for the environment, it's easy to use, and let me tell you something, gang. When I spray this on top of my herbs, they like double and triple in size, and you spray it on the plant. It's non-toxic. It's not like a fertilizer, which goes down below. Well, listen, I'm going to let Carrie Mobley explain it to you because she does it better than me. But let me welcome my dear. It's good to see you. So we have 3 sizes today. All right. So if you've never tried it before, I would try the smaller size because this is, you know, or if you have a smaller garden, you mix it with a little bit of water. We'll show you how to do that, and you spray it on the plants. This is the larger size, which is 30.
It's a quart, 32 ounces.
$33.95.
Oh, dollars, yes.
Yeah, and then if you want the jug, you know, if you're out there and you're using this, I have less than 100 of these left. So now, actually, I only have 70 left.
Right.
And this you can use, and this will last you probably several years.
No doubt. Yep,
and
exactly.
good to go. But anyway, why do we love this? Yeah.
So, and people say to me all the time, what exactly is Spray and Grow? Well, first of all, it's completely unique. There's nothing else like it. I'm a gardener. That's what I do for a living. I am telling you, this has changed the way that I garden. First of all, it's not a fertilizer. You can't get this in any other product except Spray and Grow, and it's only offered here on HSN or sprayandgrow.com. What it is vitamins for your plants. It's scientifically proven to give you more, bigger, and better. It's about 17 micronutrients, okay? And you're gonna spray it right on the plants themselves. Like Guy said, it's all natural, it's completely non-toxic, and it's gonna work on anything that's green and grows. Flowers, fruits, vegetables, shrubs, even your grass. And again, we are guaranteeing it. Let me tell you how this is gonna work, okay? It's a concentrate, and so you're only gonna take about 2 teaspoons. You're gonna mix it with some warm water. You can put it in any household sprayer that you have. Just rinse it out really well. Or we do have some power sprayers. And just like you can see here in this animation, you're gonna spray all those micronutrients right onto the plant. And this is where it gets a little scientific. It's called foliar feeding, and that's feeding right through the stomata of a plant. The stomata is just like the pores on your skin.
Like your skin.
Plants have pores just like you and I do, right? And it's up to 10 times more effective than feeding through the root because the plant doesn't have to use all that energy to pull up those nutrients. You're just gonna spray it right on the plant about once every 2 weeks. So Guy, even this little baby one here, that's the $19 price, this is gonna last you all the way through the summer. You are going to be perfectly fine to probably use this all the way into next spring and summer as well because it's a concentrate. Now, again, foliar feeding has been used by farmers for decades, and farmers, they make money by their planting and their growing. So they know they want to do it right.
Bill Muskoff, who created this product, created it for farmers so that they would get maximum yield out of their product. So you're getting this industrial product, non-toxic, safe for the environment. We could talk about it forever. Right. But what makes people really jump on board, like I did, is when you see what this does.
Thousands of unsolicited photographs. We didn't ask for them, but people were so amazed that they sent them in. This is from Evelyn in California. Spray and Grow has been part of my garden nurturing regimen for more than 20 years. It helped me become one of the 5 finalists in the country for Good Morning America's Best Garden in America contest. And it goes on and on. Look at this. Again, what these micronutrients do is they pull your plant to its full potential. And listen, we understand our customers can be skeptical. They'll buy 2 of the exact same plant. They'll do everything else the same. One of them they'll treat with spray and grow, and one without.
Color saturation, size.
Everything about it. This is nurturing the investment, and you don't have to be a professional. You can just have a couple of potted plants. But if you're going to spend the money on anything, invest this little bit. It will change. Look at the size of the blueberries.
Size of that woman's thumb.
Just on one. This is on one little bushel here.
Crazy.
And the tomatoes, you knocked it out of the park when you were talking about the sugar content. Sweeter, juicier tomatoes, all of your fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Check out the size of these sunflowers.
Bigger than
this
her
is
head.
a girl's head. Exactly. Exactly. And the color is richer. And again, because it's non-toxic, roses. Oh my gosh, it can be so difficult to grow roses. I have a beautiful rose garden. Spray and grow is what has made my roses just outrageous.
And I think, Carrie, too, when you put fertilizer in the bottom, we're not saying don't fertilize. What we're saying is you don't know if it's going directly to the actual blossoms and the fruit. You spray this right on and it soaks it in. You rub your eyes. That is actually a cabbage next to it. It's actually bigger than the basketball. It's bigger than there.
And it's delicious. It's not flavorless like you would get at the supermarket.
Hey, listen, this stuff has been around for close to 40 years. We're getting there, and it's the bottom of the bottle guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, you return it, you get your money back. We want you to use this, and we want you to send us pictures. That's the whole deal. Hey, Paul, really quickly, do I have a chance to talk about the gallon sprayer?
Yeah, and I have the quart, too.
Do we have any?
We do. We do. We have both.
All right. Well, all right. So we have this. Oh, we have the pistol grip. That's the power. Grab this one because this one's more affordable.
So this is the 32 ounce, and basically the only reason you would do this is if your finger gets tired, if maybe you have some arthritic problems, or you have a lot of plants. I mean, I have a lot of gardens. Obviously, that's what I do, and so seriously, my hand gets tired. So this is just an easier way. If you don't want to get this, no problem. Just remember, like I said, you can put it into any spray bottle that you have at home. Just really rinse it out. And I want to touch on that guarantee again because it's pretty profound. The truth is, this is zero risk. If you don't love it, if this isn't everything that I am promising you it is today, you can finish the entire gallon over the course of 10 years and send it back. And we can make that promise because it works.
And look at how simple this is. All you're doing is spraying it on the leaves, spraying it on the plant, on the vegetables, on the tomatoes, on the herbs. I have an herb garden outside, so normally I would never spray anything on top of that, like pesticides, because you're eating that stuff. I don't worry about this. I still wash everything and rinse it when I bring it in the house, but it's non-toxic. It's safe for the environment. Let's keep showing pictures, Carrie, because
this is one plant, by the way.
People spend a lot of time and effort on this. The last thing they want is to come up empty.
Well, and here's the thing. We just got out of a horrific winter. Your plants have been starving. They are needing these nutrients. And even as we all start to get that burst of spring, right now is the time. Don't wait another year until you say, man, I'm disappointed again. Get it now. Now that you guys are starting to get the leaves and the blooms, this is the perfect time to get spray and grow. We are guaranteeing more, bigger, and better. Again, this is one of those with and without. Look at the difference in the size of the leaves. This all of a sudden looks really wimpy, and it's nice. I mean, it's a plant. Make sure you water, guys. That's also really important. But if you're going to spend the time and the money, just do something so easy like spraying it.
And it's a $20 bill. If you want to get the large size, it's $33. Again, if you have a garden and you have like my dad, who had like a little mini farm in the backyard, he had corn, he had all that stuff.
Love it.
He would have loved this stuff. That, guys, is actually a leaf of basil.
Fact. Yes.
That is
This is from Caesar in Pennsylvania.
From the land of the giants.
Can you even believe this? This is a basil leaf. Caesar is an executive chef in Pennsylvania, and he says that he has been using spray and grow for 15 years. We are a customer pick on HSN. This is one of the best products that I have ever presented to you here. These are 14-inch long peppers. By the way, this guy is from Clarkston, Michigan, my hometown.
Those are over a foot long.
That's exactly right.
You can't find that in the grocery store.
And they're tasty. They're tasty.
What is that? Did that fall from another planet? What is that?
Oh my
Pete,
gosh.
what is that? Is that a watermelon? What is that?
This is what he says. Okay, this is John in North Carolina. My best 258.5 pounds of watermelon shown at the county fair. Spray and grow and me.
That's a lot of watermelon
and
right there.
again, like I said, even if you just have a couple of potted plants, this is hydrangeas. Look at how you people in the north have no idea idea how lucky you are you can have hydrangeas. It's so hot here in Florida.
I'm from New England. I miss a lot
Stunning.
of this stuff.
I miss that so much.
I know.
But look at a lot of these are just annual plants.
Gosh.
You can go to one of the home improvement stores or a nursery, spend 20, 50 bucks, plant something like this, and you spray and grow on it. You are going to look like a master gardener.
You know,
it does.
It makes you feel so good. Not only the harvest if you're doing fruits and vegetables, but the flowers, the curb appeal of your property. And I know, listen, the reason a lot of people don't do gardens and all is because, yeah, they say it's a lot of work. All right, sure, you have to go plant the stuff, but if you do all that and then they still don't grow, that's why people give up. Before you give up, try spray and grow. Look at the difference in these two zucchinis.
I love this. You guys, you have to know, this was a little neighborhood competition between two neighbors. My zucchini was twice as big as my neighbor's, and it was from the same seed pack, and they are the same age. Thanks, Spray and Grow.
Look at
Can
this
you
poor
believe
little shriveled up zucchini.
How embarrassing is this?
And you know what? All it does is it tastes better. You know, a lot of people think, like, oh my gosh, it gets seedy. No, it's just better.
It's just better.
It's getting what it needs, okay? It's not restricted. Now, I want you to look at this picture right here. Now, if there was a for sale sign in front of this house, and you were looking, tell me you wouldn't pull in.
I want it right now.
Tell me you wouldn't want that house right there.
And I'm looking at these. These are petunias. Petunias are just annual. You can get a petunia for like 25 cents.
Yeah.
You plant this in the ground.
By the rack,
you do, exactly. You spray and grow on it, and it will make all the difference. Again, I just want to show you, this is a concentrate, right? So you're going to get this at home, and you're going to mix it with warm water. You're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And what that's going to do is it's going to activate those micronutrients, and you're going to spray it right on the leaves. About once every 2 weeks. You can't overuse it. It cannot hurt your plants. If it doesn't need any of those micronutrients, just like you taking a vitamin, your body will get rid of it. It's not going to damage the plants, and because it's non-toxic, it's not going to damage you. You're going to get more, bigger, and better, and you are going to be the envy of your neighborhood.
So let me tell you, I know gardening can be work. I don't want this to be any work for you, so I suggest that you buy the Spray and Grow little power nozzle. This is the one for the quart-sized bottle. You get the bottle, you get the little battery-operated sprayer. Why? Because you're going to love this stuff so much. You don't want to be pumping. You want to do this. Squeeze a trigger. You can even lock the trigger. I'm giving it a treatment. I have to do this about look, this is basil. I'm going right on the basil, right on the flowers, and I go right on the buds. Doesn't matter. Sorry, Carrie, I didn't mean to get you if I got you.
Well, it's non-toxic, so I like it.
Don't worry about it. That's right. All right, so guess what? That's done. Now, I don't need to touch that for 2 weeks. Carrie, explain what's going on right now as I spray that.
So it's foliar feeding, and I know it sounds super scientific, but it's a pretty basic concept. Every plant, right, the flowers, the leaves, even the sticks, you know, they all have something called stomata, which are the little pores. When you feed foliar, that means it's going to soak right into that stomata, and the reason it's 10 times more effective is because it's getting right to where the plant needs it, and it doesn't have to use all of that energy to pull up from the root. And remember, this is not a fertilizer. So if you think that you are doing something for your plants by using a fertilizer and you're going to get results like this, you will not. This is simply with Spray and Grow.
I call it plant superfood. That's what this is. It's feeding your plants right as they grow. Let's just keep going through, Carrie, because I love look at the before and after.
This is at the beginning of the season, and this is just weeks later.
That's crazy.
This is what it does. I'm telling you, you are going to be the envy of your neighbor. Does this not look like a bed and breakfast? This is just somebody's house. They're not even a gardener.
I know.
Now, they do have some pretty good taste because it's gorgeous. But the reason these have filled in so lovely, have so many blooms on them, is because of Spray and Grow. Look at this. This was one harvest. I would not raise tomatoes without Spray and Grow. Better quality, better tasting, and better looking. Here they are again.
Those look like candy, doesn't it? That looks, I mean, look at those pretty colors.
Look at how many
blue and purple.
blooms. I mean, if you have hydrangeas and they don't look like this, I am telling you, this is the time to use Spray and Grow. Right now, when you're starting to get that burst of color. Now, when you're starting to get the little flowers that are going to turn into fruits and vegetables. By the way, this is only 2 plants in here. This is what Spray and Grow has done. How about these geraniums? I mean, they're just prolifically
I like
blooming.
The kid just sitting there like, what are you doing?
Oh,
here, kid?
This looks like a fairy tale.
Doesn't it? It does. It looks like it should be in like a story you're telling, right? In a book.
So
look at the richness
of cactus,
color.
Right? Look at the saturation.
Cactus flowers,
so we've all seen those succulents, and you might get 1 or 2 little flowers. This is one cactus, and he said, I've used Spray and Grow about once a month. I've had this cactus about 5 years, and it had about 5 blooms until I used Spray and Grow. These are people who know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing.
This is my favorite. You know, I've always loved this picture because I think this is the easiest one to see the difference. So we have a seed pack. Out of the seed pack, we put half the seeds in one area and half in the other. We put spray and grow. Well, you can figure which one.
Absolutely.
So these, and these are just regular sized green beans. Yeah. No spray and grow. Look at these crazy beans from another planet over here. No, they're from this planet. They just use spray and grow, and they taste better. They have the most incredible crisp crunch to them. Even if you're growing vegetables like carrots, things like that, you can still spray. You spray the top of the carrot. You spray the foliage.
Yes, and it'll go right in. Now, okay, so, oh my gosh, I have so much to say. I can't even stop myself. First of all, these were supposed to be baby carrots, just so you know. So that's what happens. But like you said, you know, when you are dealing with the fact that you're looking at green beans, you know, like this that you say are from another planet, one might say, ooh, what did you use on them? This is all natural. Spray and grow is all natural. It's completely non-toxic. I can spray it in my mouth right now and nothing's gonna happen. I don't want to, but I'm just saying that's how wonderful it is. And because it is guaranteed to the bottom of the bottle, there is no risk. It has really changed my life. I'm just
sprayer is almost the gallon of the mix is almost sold out. So that's the $99.95. And I know our tried and true customers are gobbling that up because they realize they're gonna use this. So what can you use it on? Anything that grows.
Anything that's green and grows.
Anything.
How about your grass?
Put it in a sprayer, right in a grass sprayer. Put it in there as well.
Yep.
All right, Carrie, great job as
thank
always.
you, thank you. We love spray and grow. Happy gardening, everybody.
Yeah, and again, you have a bottom of the bottle guarantee on that stuff, so try it. If you're frustrated with your garden, you won't be after you try spray and grow. Hey guys, I want to mention something that's so important to all of us here, and it's called Habitat for Humanity. I've been involved with this for many years. HSN has partnered with Habitat for Humanity since 2011. We try to empower women, and the way we do that is to try to get them affordable home ownership. Our team members have volunteered thousands of hours over the years along Habitat homeowners. I was at build year before last and watched it from start to finish. It was amazing. Our hosts have the opportunity to share things like with this homeowner, Mary, during the construction of her home, which was built entirely by women. Good for you. Happy Mother's Day. To honor Mary and all the incredible Habitat homeowners, HSN Cares is going to donate $1 from every at-home item sold during our shows. So every Tuesday and Friday, we're going to be able to do that, all for Habitat for Humanity. If you want to search HSN Cares, there's more information, but I'd love you to take a listen before we get to our pressure washer. Here we go.
Having all women here is very cool, very special. It's very empowering. It's something that I can tell my daughter that you can do it. We drive by here all the time and she'll see each step of the house. She saw when the frames were going up, saw when the trusses were going up. She's like, wow, Mom, you're really doing it. None of this could have happened without all of the volunteers. Thank you for helping me make my dream a reality.
Everybody, if you'd like more information, simply search HSN Cares right there on hsn.com and tell you how you can make your donation possible today. Great, great cause. All right. Hey, guess what, everybody? It's time for At Home 101. We give you great ideas every night. How about outdoor movie night? You know, the weather is getting perfect for outdoor movies. You can gather with your friends and family and create a comfy outdoor bed and cool down with your favorite drink. Don't forget the delicious snacks that you will enjoy while you're watching your favorite flick. Lots of great ideas. If you want more, go to Outdoor Living, our board on Pinterest for more fun. All right. I promised you starting the show and ending the show with my brother Pete. Awesome. And so we lit up your property with your solar lights. Yep. If you light it up and it still looks crappy because it's dirty and it's nasty and you got mold and mildew, how do you get rid of that? You get yourself a pressure washer. This gentleman here actually sold me my first pressure washer about 4 years ago. Right. I have the little, I think it's the 1600. I love it. It's perfect for my house. This one's more powerful. This is 1800 PSI. Yeah. Peter, you know, the winter is behind us. It's time to clean it up.
It left a lot behind as well. So if you, as you said, if you have all that dirt and grime around the house, the pressure washer is the easiest, the most effective way. Look at just this area of fence, just taking away all that. I mean, a lot of that's mold and mildew and weather and everything else. And look at that, you're bringing back that natural wood in seconds.
I didn't even know that would look like that under there. Look at that. Look at this fence. Now, you know, you see the old whitewash, it looks like it's falling apart. Look at the true, beautiful color of that wood once it's revealed. And by the way, we don't use any chemicals.
That's not whitewash, that was just weather.
That's just weathered out.
Yes,
right, but it looks beat up.
Terrible, right? Oh, and I mean, if you have brick, you're gonna have that green, slimy stuff all over.
I got that on my shed.
Look at the difference. Yeah. In seconds, without a lot of elbow grease. Same thing on the side. siding, I mean, the winter has just made the outside of your house look terrible. Aluminum siding and vinyl siding, brick face, all of it is going to look better. And again, how would you wash your house? How are you going to clean those bricks if you didn't have a pressure washer? So if you've borrowed or rented, now you can have one of your own. And this one, you saw that has plenty of power. For all the jobs you want to do around the house, we have exactly the power that you want. We have all the different specialized tips to utilize that pressure perfectly. We've got a great unit. If you want to use soap and wash the car or the deck, we've got the largest soap tank we've ever had. And we have 25 feet of pressurized hose. That's the most we've ever had. So you can see you never have to be sort of chained to the unit. You can get all the way around the deck, around the car.
And a 35-foot cord, right?
Exactly.
So you get 60 feet of reach. Would you mind if I show everybody colors really quick and then we'll continue cleaning? I'm going to walk down here and I'm just going to step up front and I'll show you what we have. And a lot of these are very limited, so I'll start way over here. This is our steel gray. When you look at the unit, you see we actually have it on wheels. It's on its own little trolley. That makes it easy to port around. Everything is loaded on board, and I'll show you that in a second. There's 40 left in the steel gray. It comes in red, very popular color. It also comes in blue. It comes in green. It comes in purple, and it comes in yellow. And I will show you some of the different features of this. First of all, there's two connecting ports. Essentially, you have your water going in, and then there's the actual hose that goes out that sprays the water. This is the huge soap tank that Peter was talking about. Bigger than we've ever done before because we got a lot of feedback from our customers that, you know, I like to wash my car. I actually want to wash my house. And you want to use the detergent that you love for that. It's awesome. Again, on and off switch up top. These are your different concentrator tips, and I'll stand up and show you those. So the way they do this is they do it by what we call degree tips. So certain ones are more concentrated. They give off a much more focused stream, which is better for really, really tough cleaning. And then we have the ones for doing all the way down to doing your car, which is not as harsh because you don't want to damage your car. These are so powerful. These are like sandblasters if you hold it up close. So you want to be real careful, but it's really, really easy to operate. And I'm going to step back up to Peter. Peter, which tip do you have on there?
25 degree. That was the one that I was using.
What's that for?
I think that's going to be the one that you're going to use most often. Okay. So when I'll show you this on these pavers, you can see we have that's, you know, it's a wider stream right there. Yeah. When you look at that. And look, yeah, so you can see that right there. And if I need more power, I get closer. This is going to be perfect for so many of those jobs. Up close, you've got that. So you've got the 25 degree. The 40 degree is going to be perfect for washing the car. We have the 0 degree, and I should go to that next. So check this out with the 25. Now, to switch that, as you talked about, they're all on board right there. I'll grab that 0 degree.
There's a description behind it that tells you, I don't know if you can see that, right here, what they are for. Perfect, thank you guys. And you can see which tip you want to use. So it tells you which one's for washing, which ones give you the most power. Thanks,
and it's so easy to change back and forth. We've got the brass connector, they're all metal tips. So now I have that 0 degree. Here's what's cool about the 0 degree. This is going to be that laser jet of power. And this is what's going to allow us to even reach the second story. This will reach 16 feet in the air. So washing the outside of your house using the pressure washer is going to be amazing, and you will love it. Especially because if you haven't cleaned the outside of your house, you probably forgot how great it looked. I can tell you after one winter that my house, which is a lemon yellow color, that it looks terrible. You just don't realize until you hit it with the pressure washer. And honestly, here in Florida, the black dirt just runs off the side of the house. It's amazing, especially if we've gone a while without any decent rain. It's unbelievable.
You know what I'm getting?
The difference is so great.
I have, you know my house, you know I have these big, they're about 6-7 foot shrubs in front of my house. Right. And the house, they butt up to the house behind the shrubs. It's all green. It's growing on the house.
This will take care of it.
It's like mildew or something.
And the great thing is you're going to have so much fun using this. I know it sounds weird that you're going to have fun using it, but because it's so easy, you pull that trigger, you have the power, you let go, it stops. This is extremely lightweight. You have that long hose. Think about the times that you've wanted to have a pressure washer and you didn't have it. And you went and you're like, oh, who can I borrow it from? Maybe I should rent one. Many times you rent the gas-powered units from one of the stores. And honestly, if you're renting something that's 3,000 PSI, you're really going to have a concern of doing damage to those different surfaces.
That'll take the paint off your house.
It will. Can and it might.
Yeah.
So here you've got the perfect PSI and all those different tips to use it properly. So you are going to love it. Now, Guy, you can tell them all about some of these features here, but I'm going to run out so we can show you how to wash the car.
I think one of the biggest reasons people buy a pressure washer, I know mine, my son Danny uses it every week to wash his truck, and he's like, Dad, you ever try to wash a truck by hand? You can't do it. Hey, listen, I don't even like washing my own car by hand, but I sure as heck don't want to spend 15 or 20 bucks a week at the car wash. So what's wonderful about this machine is you can do it yourself, and I agree with Peter. It's very, very addictive. Once you get started on it, you're just gonna go crazy. You're gonna go all over the house. It's funny. I walk through my neighborhood, and I can't believe the number of people that are paying somebody to do this, because for what they're probably charging you $300 or $400 to pressure wash your house. You can own this machine and do it yourself whenever you want. And the problem is your house gets dirty, your windows get dirty, you can clean it. If you're doing pavers or you're doing the sidewalk, look at how easy, and I'll come in on it, and I am one-handed, slightly, barely pulling this trigger, and look at the results. See how it gets in the cracks, how it gets in the crevices. So if you have tile outside, if you want to do it near your pool, what about people that own a pool? And you get that scum on the side of the interior of the pool, use your pressure washer. And watch, when I turn it off, watch, it turns off. It's not dripping. That's the quality of the brass fittings. And to activate it, rather than a finger trigger, you pull it just like you would hold like a pistol grip. That's it. And you just turn it on. Another thing, when you buy a regular, or when you rent a regular pressure washer, that's a gas pressure washer, it's like a gas chainsaw. It runs even when you're not using it. Listen, it's off. It only uses the power on demand. When I pull the trigger, it turns on. Turn it off, it's nothing. A lot of people will buy this for one reason. It's pretty much the reason I use mine more than anything else on a regular basis, and that's to wash your car. Pete's gonna show you that right now.
Yeah, Guy, it is incredibly easy. And honestly, I mean, it makes it a lot of fun. It makes it a lot faster. So here we go. I wanna show you, we've got the 40 degree on there. You can see how that's wider, covers more area, but it's not as powerful unless you really wanna get close on those headlights. So what you can do is get all the loose dirt off the car, even on the wheels and things like that. But I want to show you this. If I head back to the unit, and you can see how much pressurized hose we have here, all I have to do is grab our low pressure soap tip, put that on there, and then I'll keep that one in my pocket. And then all you do is now, it automatically knows, let's put the soap on from that soap dispenser. Low pressure, and then it activates the soap, and look at the amount of car wash. But remember, this could be deck cleaner and house wash. You can put this all over the car, soap up the wheels and the tires, and then all I'm gonna do is switch back to that 40 degree, just like that, put that in there, and now you're ready to start rinsing the car and washing it. And look at this, I don't have to have a sponge, I'm not in a bucket. Let that soap do its job. And now, look at the amount of soap I was able to put on there. But blasting away all that dirt and grime, it is so simple. Look at how great the tires are gonna look. Get underneath the wheel wells, the rims. Look at that, in seconds, how great the rim looks. Rinsing it off is very, very easy. I mean, the great thing is you're gonna be able to wash your car every single week, every day. You're not going to one of those places where you're putting in the quarters in there. You know you've done that and it keeps beeping, more quarters. But now you have a machine just like that you're gonna be able to do. But then you're gonna take your pressure washer, you're gonna go all around the yard. And I'm gonna switch this back to our 25 degree, which is the one you're gonna use most often. Look at that. How about even things that have been out all winter long? Your patio furniture cushions. We're able to blast all the dirt and grime out of those patio cushions. Look at that. I mean, look at the difference there. It looks amazing. Then I can head over to even this type of chair. Check this out. I'm thinking, it doesn't even really look that dirty, and how would you clean it? But look when I start hitting that with the pressure washer, the amount of dirt and grime that's in there. Even on the side, look at that, a little bit more power, and it all comes clean. This is the way. Look at that. So we'll just work our way down and clean all of that so quickly, so easily. Remember, the whole outside of your house, the shutters and windows, you're going to be able to take care of those. Here is the PVC patio furniture. If you have PVC furniture, you have a PVC fence, this is the way to go. So I would say you grab your pressure washer. This is an unbelievable machine. You're gonna be able to get this home. You're gonna walk out your front door. You can walk all the way around and take care of all those different jobs. But for me, having this to wash the car and wash the exterior of your house, you will never regret it, and you'll do it every single year. Guy, what else is happening in there?
Is this the one that has... There's a reason, guys, that this is a huge customer pick. And it's because anybody can use it. It's reliable. When you plug it in and you plug in your water hose to this, it works every single time. There's none of the combustion engine parts that you have to deal with or that you have to maintain. It turns on, it's safe, it's ergonomically designed to be comfortable, it's eco-friendly because there's no fumes with this, so it's a responsible way to be able to clean up around the house. And I'm telling you, and I agree with Peter, it's completely addictive. Once you use it, you're gonna use it on everything. I used to wash my windows like with a scrubber. I don't even have to use cleaner. This is so powerful, it takes all the film off the windows and it drip dries. What I did once, the last time I used it to do my windows, I put a little of the window streak-free cleaner in the soap tank. Unbelievable. They came out crystal clear. You can do that too. Paul, do I have any of the gray left? All right, so there's about 30 left of the gray. It comes in red, also available in blue. Very popular, the blue. This is kind of like an army man green. It comes in purple, and then it comes in that, what did you call it, Peter? Lemon yellow, like your house?
Yes.
That's lovely. I haven't seen your house. It's beautiful. But I bet your house gets dirty because it's that color, Pete.
It
shows
does.
all the dirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anywhere. I mean, you'd be really
Yeah.
surprised. You know what I noticed? Even we have a covered patio out back, so that the house that's actually underneath that gets so dirty because
Yeah.
it doesn't get the rain on it. It is unbelievable the difference a pressure washer makes. And I want to show you some of the other areas. The great thing about a pressure washer is maybe you want to improve an area. You're thinking the deck looks terrible or the back fence looks terrible and maybe it needs to be replaced. Before you do that, and I showed this early in the presentation,
Yeah.
if you use this on that wooden fence, you will see such an amazing difference. So it's not time to replace it. It's time to get that pressure washer out there and change. Look at that. That looks black.
Oh my God.
Dirty.
And that could be mold. That stuff's not good for you.
You would just think that it's time to get rid of this. So it can be the deck. It can be maybe the railing on the deck that just looks so terrible. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that right there. That's definitely some growth on there.
Yeah, it's like living. Something living in there, Pete.
And look at that. As I start to go over that, there's a couple areas where I think I need a little bit more power. And all I do is get a little bit closer, and it really starts to take away all that green, slimy mess. And you're basically taking it down to the raw wood. So now, if you want to restain, repaint, you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what you need a pressure washer for. And certainly, if I was going to repaint our lemon yellow colored house,
yes,
you've got to use the pressure washer first. Even if you're going to change the color completely, you can take all that dirt and grime off and prepare that surface.
You know where this really shines is any porous surface. You know, you can always, a car wash, car washing is the hardest part about that is just having to get up and wash the whole car. But a car wash will come clean. The things that are porous are the things that are so tough to clean. I'll give you two examples. I have patio stones that go out to my outdoor shower. They're made of cement. They turn green after a season, and the only way to get that out of there, because I tried chemicals, and I even talked to a guy who used to be here a while back about what would be the best chemical to use, and he said, if it gets in and it soaks in, the only way to get rid of that is with a pressure washer. My deck is a man-made material. I did that so it wouldn't warp.
Oh yeah, right.
My deck, and I was getting black mold spots. I would put bleach on there, it wouldn't go away.
Exactly.
I had to get down into the layers of the material, and only a pressure washer does
Exactly,
that.
and remember, all you're doing is hooking up your garden hose, and you have such amazing cleaning power.
Yeah.
You get instant results. You get addicted to it so quickly because of those great results. And, Guy, I know you know this, but if there's guys out there and you're looking to get some of the honeydew list done, pick the pressure washer jobs because it's ultimately so simple because this is all you're doing. There's not a lot of scrubbing. There's not a lot of lifting. There's not a lot of hard work, but you're getting some amazing results. So get your pressure washer home. I know you've walked out in your backyard or your front yard and you're thinking, I remember when those pavers looked beautiful. Or I remember when the shutters looked great and the windows. How about cleaning the screens and the windows? You can do it without removing screens. The bugs and the dirt, when you start hitting it with a pressure washer, you're going to be blown away by the amount of dirt that comes out of there. This gives you the tool to do it, and it's so simple. You know, I love it for all those areas.
The deck I was talking about, after I've had it, you know, for 7 to 8 years, maybe longer, 10 years I've lived there. It was so amazing when I cleaned it. How much different it looked. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is how it looked when they built it.
Exactly.
It was this beautiful, like, nice blue color. It had turned like a blue-green-black color. That's what, and I just thought, okay, it's the patina. I'm like, no, it was mold and mildew.
Exactly. So, I mean, when you see the difference just in that wooden fence, it is fantastic. We have a PVC fence, too, that always gets the green on it, or exposed foundations when you have that cinder block. This is going to fix it, and this is a great model. Everything you need is right here.
And by the way, guys, if you want to buy this as a belated gift for Mother's Day, Mom will love this. Mom will probably steal it out of your hands if she sees you using it because anybody can use it. It's easy. If you live by yourself, you're a woman living by yourself, you can use this machine. It's very, very simple. Hey, next week, we've got a great at-home show. I can't quite see what it says. But that's just talking about what's coming up. Yeah, it is, right? 16th, 18th,
I can't
and the
help
19th. I can't read it either. It's too far.